Every year, people gain around 3 to 10 pounds during the holidays. And it's not because of Thanksgiving dinner. It's not because of Christmas dinner, and it's not because of New Year's. It's because from November to January, people take those entire 2-month period and throw all discipline out the window and use the holiday season as an excuse to overeat for an entire 8 weeks straight. Stop lying to yourself. Let's fix it right now. All right, so number one, identify the real problem. The biggest mistake that I see people make, and that I used to personally make, is that you think that you need to restrict yourselves on the actual holiday. Like on Thanksgiving Day, when you guys are eating dinner, you'd be like, oh no, I'm on a diet. I can't eat that. Dude, it's one day. All right, it's one day. That one day is not going to ruin any of your progress at all. If anything, it's going to give you more carbs so you can have a better lift the next day. All right, so you starve all day, try to be good, try to follow your diet, and then the second that you eat something normal, like outside of your plan, you feel guilty, you spiral, and that's how you binge. That's how you ruin the week. That's how you start to feel guilty and shameful and self-conscious, and then it takes away from the actual holiday. All right, the holiday season is supposed to be a time where you could spend time with your family and friends and feel good and enjoy some good food and do certain activities and play card games. It's not supposed to be just a binge fest where you're just thinking about food the whole time. All right? So let's stop with this all or nothing mentality. Here's the deal. You do not need to restrict yourself on the holiday, on Thanksgiving dinner, on Christmas night dinner. You need to stop treating the entire month like an emotional eating festival. All right? It's not Christmas cheer to gain 10 pounds for no reason. So here's what I do. I stay on track every single day throughout this 8-week period, unless I know there's going to be a big meal, like a legit day where the whole family's coming over, we're all going to sit down, there's going to be a lot of food. All right, so today is November 24th, okay? Thanksgiving is on Thursday the 27th. Why would I get off of track, get off of plan today or tomorrow or Wednesday? These 3 days have nothing to do with Thanksgiving, all right? You guys are worried about Thursday, Thanksgiving. I'm concerned about reaching my goals today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, and the day after Thanksgiving. All right? It's really not that deep. Just stay on track on the days outside of those big eating days. All right? That's really it. Don't give yourself permission to overeat because you don't feel like dealing with your relationship with food. Let's change that this year. All right? And like I said, I'm not anti-holiday food at all. I'm anti-holiday food. I'm anti people thinking that you have to restrict yourself on Thanksgiving night. I personally enjoy all of it on Thanksgiving. You will not eat more calories than me that day. I will likely consume upwards of 15 to 20,000 calories on Thanksgiving without caring at all. And I'm going to wake up the next day with shredded abs. All right? Another thing that I'll do is I'll sneak those foods into my normal diet. So if there was a pie that your uncle made on Thanksgiving and it's just irresistible, you can't just have it on Thanksgiving night, eat as much as you want on Thanksgiving and then portion it out for the rest of the week if there's still leftovers. All right? Don't fucking binge on it all week long, but have a little slice each night until it's gone. That's it. For example, my girlfriend's mom makes really good Christmas cookies, so I will have 1 or 2 before bed until they run out, instead of binging on the entire thing and feeding this loop of binge, shame, guilt, repeat. I'm just going to have a couple. I'm still going to enjoy the Christmas cookies, and I'm still going to stay right on track. All right, controlling beats restricting every single time. Okay, so here's how to handle the actual big meal once you get to it. Last Thanksgiving, here's exactly what I did, and here's what you should do. Load your plate up with turkey, load your plate up with vegetables, and have some good carbs on there, just like you normally would. Protein, fiber, carbs. Once that's done, and once you get that out of the way, and you already ate your protein, your fiber, your carbs, whatever, then just eat whatever the fuck you want until you're full. Don't overeat till you're sick. Don't binge on pie like it's nobody's business. Like, just eat it and enjoy it, but just eat till you're full. Like, it's not that big of a deal. There's no trophy for eating until you feel literally sick. That's what I used to do. I used to treat Thanksgiving as an excuse to binge on food without being shamed or guilted for it, because people would say, oh, it's Thanksgiving, let them do it. And that would make me feel better, but it would make me more likely to just keep binging. All right? Holidays are supposed to be about your family and spending time with them, not your plate, not the food. Food is a part of the day, not the whole point of the day. All right, this is one that might ruffle some feathers, but look, alcohol. Here's my stance. I don't drink alcohol. I'll have one, maybe a couple times a year. But if you do, have a couple if you want, right? Like, go ahead. I know if you're spending time with your family, you're trying to have a good time. I don't see it. I don't see the kind of the commotion. I don't see the fun, or I don't you know what I mean? I don't get the pleasure out of drinking. But if you do, have a couple, but getting drunk is lame. It's lame for your health. No one around you thinks you're cool. You probably just become obnoxious. Like, don't get drunk. Just have a couple drinks and loosen up and enjoy yourself. So if you choose to drink, just don't lose control. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say about alcohol. If it were up to me, I'd say don't drink ever again. But what are you going to do? People are going to still drink. All right, move more when you eat more. My usual step goal is 12,000 steps a day. All right, that's just my normal daily step goal. Now, during the holidays, I know I'm going to be consuming more calories just on a given day, right? It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So instead of doing cardio every morning and jumping on the Stairmaster and hating myself for eight weeks, I just pushed my steps up by a few thousand steps. So instead of my step goal being 12,000, now it's 15,000 for the next few weeks. 3,000 extra steps didn't kill anyone. This alone frees up hundreds of calories a week. Everyone eats more and moves less during this time of the year. Flip that around, you'll stand out, reach your goals before all your friends, and just feel better about yourself. All right, next part I wanted to talk about is training, lifting, strength training. My gym is open 24/7, so my training isn't going to change. I'm still going to lift in the morning. If your gym has limited hours, though, simple rule. If you're busy, if you're out of town and you don't feel like getting a day pass somewhere, don't go. I would still suggest going, but if you're busy and you've got stuff going on, don't go. If you're not busy and you find yourself on Thursday morning laying around waiting for Thanksgiving dinner, go to the gym. Why would you not go to the gym? You're using this as an excuse to be lazy. Why don't you just go to the gym, feel better about yourself, right? And then alleviate some of that damage from all the calories you're going to eat tonight. Not only that, it's just part of your routine. Don't sacrifice your routine, right? Just because you're telling yourself, oh, it's the holiday season, I can be lazy today. No, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. All right? Go think about why you started this whole thing in the first place. If you're watching me this far, that means you have a why. You have a goal you want to reach. So stop fucking veering off from that goal. Just be like any excuse that you could find. All right? Most gyms are open in the morning on Thanksgiving, so you don't have an excuse. Next section, mindset. You don't lose progress because of the holidays. You lose progress because you turn 3 days out of 2 months. You turn those 3 days into an entire 2-month-long binge fest. You turn it into 6 weeks of excuses. Oh, it's the holidays. I don't have time because I'm cooking. Oh, my kids are off of school, so I have to entertain them. You can find a way. You can find a way. And if you can't, then you're not going to reach those goals as quick as you want. But if you can, which I know you can, then you will reach your goals. It's really that simple. All right? You can enjoy the food. You enjoy those holidays. You enjoy the season. You enjoy your family. And stay on track. It doesn't have to be one or the other. All right? Stop making this harder than it needs to be. All right? You don't need perfection. You just need to be honest with yourself. Are you actually are you actually only eating on Thanksgiving night, Christmas night, New Year's Day? Or are you using these next 2 months as an excuse to eat whatever you want for 8 entire weeks and tell yourself that you're going to start up your fitness journey in 2026? All right? Just be honest with yourself. Enjoy Thanksgiving and stay locked in the other days. You'll enter January ahead of everyone else who spent the season overeating and blaming the calendar. All right? We don't need to blame anyone or anything. Just get outside and walk, move more, make it a family tradition. After Thanksgiving dinner, go on a walk with your family. You all could use it. All right, the digestion benefits, the mental benefits, and it's just nice. It's just nice to go on a walk with your family. All right, that's all I got for you. Try to eat as much protein as you can Thanksgiving dinner. Walk as much as you can this week, these next couple months. Get a lift in. Stay on your routine. No need to veer off of it just because it's the holiday season. And don't overcomplicate it. Enjoy yourself on Thanksgiving. All right? That's all I got. Yeah. All right. Have a good one.